Wrist lock to the click all in. I got ops. If he drop, I just hit my...
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past it, and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
At their own 29-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
A gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Slant to Adams. And this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
40-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Chargers.
Now a 1st carry for Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And 8 at the 19.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. At about the 5. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that to be pinpoint here.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to
Donald Parham. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Made by Joey Bosa. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. Well, there was a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Herbert. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
To Melvin Gordon.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And a Raider first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Darnold from the red zone now. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
On first down, it's Herbert. Distribute to Henry over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Another try for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 23-yard attempt.
Moore able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
incomplete.
Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Now, last week was what's commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Devontae Adams, incomplete.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Herbert now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Watch the score. Raiders 24. Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Raiders 31, Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Herbert throwing again. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Chase Claypool, 59 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. The first down carry here for Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now it's Herbert. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Herbert off of play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Davion Taylor able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it in.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. And he stopped immediately there. Michael Brockers in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Number 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. And right away, he'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
It's Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
This is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because for a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. This throw caught left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
From the gun, Herbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Chargers.
Again, Herbert. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Herbert's pass.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Chargers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. Herbert back to the air, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete, so unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now whistles here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Complete in the end zone. Brings up second down and 15.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Darnold from the gun. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be